Hello, welcome to Tudor Talk Extra Time, where it's finished here at Harden-Hewish Park. Chippenham Town 2, Hemel Town 2. The Tudors battled towards the end and pushed for the winner, but couldn't quite find it. And I caught up with Sammy Moore, who gave a very honest assessment on the game.
Disappointed. Normally when you come to Chippenham and get a point, you're normally happy. But the 2 goals we give away, embarrassing. Two individual mistakes, you can't legislate for that. We can do all the tactics. We can set our team up how we want. We can look at their team as well. We can put all the set pieces up. But the goals ain't good enough. I wouldn't expect it from my under-12 team, let alone at our level. 2 goals, Essam hasn't had a save to make. We scored 2 goals away from home. Should be enough to win a game of football. I thought the 18-year-old Jack Essam was absolutely outstanding. 30 minutes, no fear. I thought he was brilliant. And it's a shame he went off because, for large spells of that first half, he dominated midfield. And I'm so proud of him because he hasn't played at this level. He's come in and done a great shift. And Jack Midson was the best player on the pitch all day. His desire to win, his work ethic was absolutely outstanding. Scored an absolute fantastic goal. Unlucky, not to come away with his second that hit the bar right at the end. But I'm disappointed. We had them on the ropes. For large spells of that game, there was only one team in it, and we're coming away disappointed.
Do you feel some of the senior players are maybe letting you down at this moment in time?
Yeah, I don't want to criticise the players, but individual mistakes are costing us. I've told him in there, it ain't good enough. It ain't good enough. For the standard of players we've got, we shouldn't be giving goals away like that. The first one, 30 seconds in, it's a miscommunication between the keeper and the defender, and the same with the second. Should have been put into Rose Ed. Don't clear it. Hesitation. Roll it into an empty net. It's not good enough. But credit to the boys. Second half, we've dominated. We've dominated. We've played in their half. We put balls in their box. And we got a point. But I'm disappointed with a point because we was miles better than them. Miles better. Besant has hardly had a save to make. And if you give goals away like that, you ain't going to win any games.
Looking at some of their results, they have frustrated teams here at home. I think they drew 0-0 with Maidstone and teams like that. They are a difficult and frustrating unit to break down. What did you say at half-time to sort of get at them?
I was fuming at half-time. I ain't going to lie. I was fuming in how we defended. How we defended for them 2 goals was embarrassing. I've told the players that. The players know that. But we can't keep saying it week after week. We're giving teams we give them 2 goals. They didn't work for them goals. We had 2 individual mistakes, and that's what led to their goals. Not through them hard work and hitting one in 30 yards and goes in the top bin. I put my hands up. But we give them 2 goals. They haven't worked hard for their goals tonight. We've given them. And it shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen in our team. The players we've got at the back, they should not happen. And I've told them, if it don't start to change, then I'll change the players. Simple as that. It's got to the stage now where I'm disappointed. I've come here tonight and I'm disappointed with a point. We've dominated the game. I thought Dion come in, doesn't know the boys, worked his socks off, led the line really well, made a sub, brung Sam Ashford on. He was a breath of fresh air. But we've got niggles in the group. Sam Ashford was struggling before the game. I want to play him, and he stretches teams. He runs in behind. He does everything. He's got his goal tonight. He's a goal scorer. And he will play higher than this. But we've got to manage people. We've got a tough run of games. And as you said, at the start of the season, we weren't making them mistakes. We're making too many mistakes, and unfortunately it's costing us at the minute.
Tuesday night down at this part of the country is a long journey. Some of the fans have travelled down this evening. I think that's testament to their support. How do you feel they cheered the team on this evening? Yeah,
I thought that was excellent. They got behind the team, and that's all I asked for. With no one's going out there not to play bad. And for me, I want want people, you know, at this football club to, you know, to really get behind everyone, whether it's staff, whether it's players, whether it's supporters. You know, we need everyone. You know, we're in a little rut, but we're causing ourselves problems. You know, teams ain't opening us up. Teams ain't working hard, you know, for their goals. We're giving them goals, and we don't get goals like that. We you know, we have to work hard. You know, see the first goal, great finish, great ball by Pog, great finish, great touch, great finish. You know, it's a great goal. Their goals tonight, our individual mistakes has given them goals. And you know, too many times, week after week, me and Mids come on camera and we're saying exactly the same thing. You know, but you know, everyone needs to stick together. You know, we're working hard behind the scenes. We want you to, you know, really make a special atmosphere on Saturday, because it's a tough game. You know, the league favourites to win the league are coming to town, and you know, it's going to be tough. But the only way we can get out of this, you know, little rut we're in is for everyone to stick together. As you see tonight, I think the supporters, you know, clapped everyone off because they could see a team giving everything, trying to get them 3 points second half. We dominated second half, and we was dominating before they scored. And then we get back into the game with a great goal. We was in the ascendancy, but then we go and gift them another goal.
When we play teams up near the top of the table, we seem to lift our game. Maybe teams at the bottom of the table, we aren't quite getting the run of the green. Do you see that as a problem at this moment in time?
Yeah, I think you know, stats. You know, you look at it. You know, you go home and you think, you know, when the better teams come along, we play better. But that shouldn't be the case. The desire to get 3 points every week, and the work rate and the hard work and, you know, the endeavour, you know, needs to be there every game. I'm a winner. I hate losing. I'm disappointed tonight. You know, I'm fuming with the goals, and they shouldn't be happening. They shouldn't be happening. And I want to win every game, but you know, stats say you ain't going to win every game, but you got to give yourself a chance. We didn't even give ourselves a chance tonight. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. We gifted them 2 goals, you know, and gone, there you go. You know, they're not in great form. You know, we knew that coming into the game. We knew if we could get our noses in front, it'll be hard for them to come back. And as you see at the end, we get a goal. You know, what was it, 10 minutes to go? There was only one team gonna win the game.
We hit the crossbar.
Hit the crossbar. Mids hits the crossbar. It bounces down. You know, we don't get the rub of the green, and that's what's happening at the minute. You know, we're making individual mistakes, and we're not getting the rubber green at the other end. But listen, the only way to get out of this is through hard work. That's all I know. When I was a player, I was hard working. You know, I'd go home, I'd make myself better. I need them players to go in there and, you know, and think about their performances going home. You know, did I do enough today, or what can I do better? Because, you know, that's what I want. I want a good group of players that want the best. I want them to go home and think, how can I improve as a player? I want this club to succeed. You know, I've loved my time here. It's a great club. We get everything. So, you know, we are going to give everything, and you know, it will turn. We're still there. We're in where we need to be. But you know, I'm so disappointed tonight. And normally when you come to a Chippenham, you know, ground on a Tuesday night, you'll be happy with a point. I'm not happy with a point. We should have had 3 tonight, and you know, we've only got ourselves to blame.
Disappointed. 2 points lost in our opinion. It wasn't a bad performance in general, but when you defend like that, give away 2 goals like that, it's very difficult to win games of football. So disappointed, because we should have come here and got 3 points without doubt.
With a goal that goes in so early in a game, I think it was within the first minute, does that change the game plan?
It doesn't change the game plan, no, but I think it changes the game. Naturally, goals change games. That's just the way football works. So to concede such a poor one, you don't expect to see goals like that on a Sunday league, let alone at this level. So it's not good enough. We hold our hands up there to individual errors, which are difficult to legislate for on our behalf and the staff's behalf as well, because there's nothing as a team we can do about it. It's just errors that need to be cut out if we want to be successful. So when you make an error in the first minute, you get back into the game, and then another bad error to let them 2-1 up, it's going to be an uphill battle. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not a bad point in the end, but we should be coming here, we should be winning.
So we've got quite a few games in hand, and this was one of those. How important is it going forward that we win those other 2 games in hand, just to make sure that we're still in that chasing pack?
It's vital, yeah. That's why tonight was so massive for us, and that's why we're gutted that we haven't come away with 3 points. The performance in general, as I said, probably deserved 3 points, but when you defend like that, you don't deserve the points. So it was 3 points was vital tonight, just to close that gap and keep in touch with the pack with our games in hand. But it's gone now, so all we can do is move on. We've still got 2 games in hand. hand, I think, over a lot of teams. So we've got to pick ourselves up and go again Saturday, which will be tough.
Today saw a couple of new faces come into the team just to ease the pressure on some players that have had quite a few minutes. One lad who impressed in the very short space of time that he was on the pitch was Jack. What do you think of his performance this evening?
Good player, yeah. He was incredibly brave, both on the ball and off the ball. I feel Gaffer felt we needed a little bit more energy and a little bit more legs in there, and he certainly brought that. I think he'd done excellent for the half hour, whatever he was on the pitch, and he was unlucky to get obviously the head injury, but I think he done himself proud, and it looks like he's got a bright future.
And having it on Saturday, we tend to have some good performances against teams near the top of the table. How do you see that one panning out?
We've just been saying exactly the same thing in the dressing room. Actually, we seem to raise our game against the teams towards the top of the league. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it's probably a bit of both. We need to be more consistent in general, but we do generally raise our game against the bigger teams. So I'm sure we'll turn up Saturday. I'm sure we'll put in a good performance for the fans, because they certainly deserve one. Full credit to the fans that come up here today, because I know it's a long journey, especially on a Tuesday night. So we do appreciate that, and we'll try and give them something back on Saturday.
And on that, we'll let you get home, because it's going to be a late finish for everyone.
Long journey, yeah.
But see you Saturday.
Cheers, mate.
That's all we've got time for this edition of Tudor Talk Extra Time. Join us on Saturday afternoon when we play Havant and Waterlooville at Vauxhall Road. But for now, goodbye.